Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to support us a little bit further, you could maybe become a member here on YouTube, where for $3 a month, you'll gain access to our exclusive little tiny emotes for you to use on other channels or in this channel or in comment sections. Trust me, the facepalm one is used every day in my life. However, if you want to do something a little more and gain a little more access into what we're doing, you can go ahead and join our Patreon. Link to that is down in the description below. And, of course, I would like to say wholeheartedly, Happy Pride Month, everybody. If you can't tell from our background, my personal background, and everything else going on right now, yeah, we love the gay people. Every type of them. Everyone that isn't. We're awesome with y'all. It is fantastic. Come over here and hang out with us. But yes, I hope you all have a great celebration this entire month, and let's get into the action. Alrighty, Joy, tell us what happened last time. By the way, if any of you are wondering what I did to the overlay, go check out the stream. It's fun.
I was muted. Okay, here we go. Starting last week, we engaged with Wildemount again as she was hovering over Corvus's father. We found out that she came into the room. It seemed like had malicious intent, and we decided that we didn't like that. So we fought her. As we were fighting from her, she was doing many different things like creating darkness. We got rid of darkness. She created again, go hide. We got rid of the hiding spot. Too much fighting and stuff for that. We managed to defeat Wildemount, but she decided to run away. As she was running away, she did one last attack at Corvus's father and put an end to his life. He stopped living for a bit. She ran away. Joy helped out Corvus catch up to her, and in her existence for now, temporarily, as she went back to the Feywild. Oh, the Wilds. Then we rushed to bring Corvus's father to the church to be revived. After doing that, our group took some much-needed downtime, and we decided to relax for a bit. We had Fortrum go help out in the mines. Well, helps out the business on the mines, and train a blacksmith in the most expertise of blacksmithing. We had me and Corvus train by me summoning things and letting those summoning things pummel him. And we had Argan studying in the magical books to try to unlock the magical secrets. And Jasper, I can't remember.
Sorry, Jasper wasn't here, so he didn't really do any downtime
he didn't do anything.
He relaxed.
Jasper had a nice relaxing sauna for 4 months. Then Joy decided to, Argan allowed Joy to have access to a skull, and she decided to channel random magics into it. As she was channeling random magic, she channeled conjuration into it, and last happened, we got teleported. And that should be where we're picking up.
Alrighty. So, everybody, as Joy was tinkering with the box and all of you were stuck inside with her. Ooh, wrong button. The entire room becomes enveloped in a very large suction that ends up dragging all of you aggressively over towards the skull itself. As you are falling and tumbling through, you all manage to luckily grab your bags and equipment as the skull is doing this. And one by one, your very last words before getting sucked up by this vortex is, "God damn it, Joe!" And then you all land aggressively onto the ground. I need a con save from each of you. Yep, on par. Yep. Ooh. As all of you land on a very very, very hard marble surface. Argon, it cracks into your back and you let out this large gasp, and unfortunately your mouth was open during the process and your innards get a little disturbed. You are going to suffer 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Everyone else, you begin having the stars eclipse your sight and then disappear as you look around at what appears to be a large oval-shaped office that has rows of bookshelves all around you. This perfect black and white tiled marble flooring and what looks to be an incredibly nice desk with paperwork, with journals, and other assorted niceties placed upon it. None of you are quite sure what the hell just happened. Well, actually, that's a lie. Argon is fully aware of what just happened. You all teleported. Or plane shifted.
Some kind of conjuration magic.
True.
Oh,
Guys.
Joy, what did you dump into the skull?
Conjuration.
I'm just gonna say, don't do that again.
Yep. Maybe don't touch the skull anymore.
Did the skull come with us?
No, it did not.
No.
Great.
I was just experimenting to see what I could do. We went through all the magic schools. I thought y'all did it too. I thought y'all would know. Or at least known some of it. I didn't think it would do this.
I am a priest. How in the world would I ever know that?
Well, more of the fellow wizard in the party, Argon.
You said you all, so I assume you're talking about, all.
I guess you're right.
I
Well, you
was-
can't discount priests, because priests are pretty good at identifying things too, at least a religious ecology. And skulls are generally religious.
I did base identification of it, but I was already neck deep in one magic item I was trying to decipher, so I hadn't dug into that one yet.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Where are we?
That's a fantastic question.
No, maybe there's
It
something in here
is.
that can identify where we're at. Papers or something.
Should we look around?
Yeah.
Well, I'll start with the desk and the journals.
I'll start with the shelves.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the wall.
Alrighty.
Corvus,
Touch them.
do you want to check the door?
Yeah, I'll guard the door.
Okay.
Everybody who's going to a different location, go ahead and roll me an investigation roll, please.
Sounds about right. Oh boy.
Oh, nice! Argon! With the intelligence checks. Nice, nice.
Wow, never got those before.
Yeah!
The whole new Argon.
Yep.
All right,
Argon just
Corvus.
looks at the plaque on the desk that says Dave's.
You are here.
Yeah.
Well, this map might work.
Corvus, what were you looking at again?
I was just strolling around through the library.
Okay.
Seeing if
As
there's
you
anything
move through
interesting.
here, it's certainly not large enough to be considered a library, but it does hold a significant archive of a vast array of interesting bits of how do we put this nicely? Useless information. You pick up one book and it is How to Whistle with Just Your Tongue. The next one is How to Whistle with Your Fingers. And there's an entire archive of whistle learning books. And you kind of get stuck at that point as you kind of get a little fascinated with the whole whistling, different manners and ways.
I might have a new hobby.
Whistling. Oh, I could teach you a great whistle the community loves. Anyways, Jasper, what were you looking at?
I was just checking the walls, like feeling if there's any secret areas, any things that might be pushed, any runes, any writing, stuff like that on the walls and the exterior.
All right. You go over to the walls, and they certainly do have a lot of powerful warding magic sewn into it. Though you yourself do not understand the script of magic, as Arcana is not actually your specialty. You're good at it, but like you're not fantastic. And even at that, your understanding of glyphs is pretty good, and you have no idea about many of these glyphs. They are outside of your wheelhouse of comprehension, unfortunately. At least with a cursory glance. Now, Fordrum, you
Yep.
were investigating the door?
Well, I wander towards the door. I pick up a chair. I put it in a position I'm normally comfortable with, just a couple feet away. Sit in it, put my foot against the door so no one can open it. Assuming it opens in. I inspect the door to see that it opens in first.
Your investigation tells you the door does open inwards towards you.
Then I sit in my chair with my foot on the door. It's
All right.
a comfortable place. I've done it before.
There is exactly one chair in this area, and it's over by the front desk. You can
My
easily
ass
pick
is
it
now
up
in it. Yep.
and move it over. It hovers about 2 inches off the ground.
Oh.
As you pull it over, it never touches the floor. Even when you bring it down to the lower level, it just it keeps hovering. And when you bring it over, it has an incredibly soft, squishy cushion to it, and the armrests and like good lumbar support and like neck support. It's like it's a throne of a chair. It is really cozy.
I kind of take a little eyeball at Jasper's bag of holding to see how I'm going to fit this in there later.
It'll be a little difficult, but who knows?
And I'll give a little push on the door to see if it gives enough resistance, or if I'm going to have to, because again, if it's hovering, it might not create the drag I need to stop someone from opening the door. So when I first put my foot on,
you just get
put
pushed
the
back.
back of the chair against one of the bookshelves and keep your foot against it. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So then I re-angle myself accordingly.
All right, you're good. Joy, what were you investigating?
Anything interesting that would catch my eye through the bookshelves.
That does not help me at all. What are you investigating? Because if you say the area, we'll get back to you in 3 days. Because everything in here is interesting.
Yeah, everything's interesting. Conjuration in general. Conjuration brought us here. Conjuration gets us out.
Okay, so you're looking for conjuration. That doesn't really, are you looking at the bookshelves for things about conjuration?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I'm sorry.
That makes this a lot easier to understand. Okay, so you go over to the bookshelves. What languages do you speak?
Joy speaks
Common, Goblin.
Common,
Abyssal?
Goblin, Elvish, Sylvan.
Elvish, Sylvan. For some reason, I thought you were
that's it.
Abyssal. Okay,
No, I don't
Elvish
know
and
this.
Sylvan.
I can comprehend all languages if it's interesting to me at the point if I see something that.
The vast majority of these books you can't read. Common does not seem to be the proper language for them. For many of them, at least the more interesting ones that you would estimate any learned individual would place, out of the way from the door, which would be the entry into here, but close enough to the desk where, a mage hand could simply reach across and pick it up from you. So you start looking at those, side, inside, upper, and lower tier looking shelves along the bookshelf itself. And as you are reading a couple of them that you can understand, you find one book in particular about a location called the Magistry. It is Mage is Tree. Magistry. Mage is Tree. And this book is detailing the meta philosophy around a spiritual tree that could actually infuse the area with energy that is imbued into it and then direct that related energy into the surrounding surface that the tree is connected to. Almost like the tree would attune to a place, and based around the magic put into the tree would be the magic that it would amplify within proximity to it. It's a very odd and strange thing, but Fae usually have a lot of knowledge about trees and shit, but that's really the only thing that you pick up that intrigues you on a cursory glance.
Okay.
Oh, hey, don't forget, we need a gem. So if you find a gem, anybody, we got that carapace that we gotta fold into something.
And Argon, what were you investigating?
I was investigating the desk.
Perfect. So, the really cool chair was taken by Fordrum, unfortunately. So you end up having to, like, squat there because you are significantly taller than the individual this desk was built for. You might even end up, like, kneeling, and then it'll be, like, the appropriate height for you. But anyways, as you are doing that, there appears to be a number of different journals here. 3 of them in particular. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, Giant, and Primordial. But I also have Comprehend languages prepared.
You
Guess it if there's other ones I don't understand.
So typically speaking, individuals that understand Giant do not understand this version of Giant. However, because you are one of the legacy Lyceums, you understand the original script of Giant, which was the purposes of crafting and manipulation of magic. Giant was one of the first languages utilized in that manner. It just devolved over time throughout the ages. So, the journals are written in Giant. And as you begin reading them, Argon, the primary one seems to be some ledgers about... Not ledgers, some very specific notings of types of magic that can be altered and manipulated and transmuted into other schools of magic at will. And also how to expand upon that transmutation so that you could get a much more valuable craft out of what you are trying to transmute in general. So, say you take a copper piece, transmute it into a silver piece. They had a philosophy of how to transmute something and then duplicate it on top of that, utilizing their magic and stems with that. Very intriguing, very interesting thing. Then you read about a second individual, seems to be a different handwriting and script, that was taking notes here. And it appears to be talking about the headmaster of this school. And how the previous headmaster seems to be getting a little... how do I put this? Crazy?
Fancy.
He seems to be following strands that don't make any sense to any of the other professors or even the students as for what he is researching and trying to achieve. And as such, they are debating on opening up a security measure to actually protect the archives inside of this school in order to make sure that the headmaster does not do anything too brash or hurt any of the students. There's a contingency of about 3 individuals to take over the role of headmaster. Though they never name the primary headmaster in question about with sanity, they do name Professor... that's not how that works. Professor Ragnar, Professor Kleintal, and Professor Janice. These are the 3 individuals that whoever is writing this other journal is considering to replace the current headmaster at the time that it was written.
Okay. So I'll share all this with the group that, I found journals that kind of lead me to believe this may have been a school. Ask them if the names, if that name rings a bell with anybody. Does any of the names ring any bells to me?
Roll me a history check, and if other players would like to roll a history check as well, other than Joy. Sorry, Joy.
Yeah, okay.
Did you say Janice?
Or
Janice, not Janet. Janice.
Not Janice either. Janice.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I know,
individual
but-
you talked to was Janus.
Oh, yeah.
Amos, Janice.
Damish, Janice.
I know. Fordham would still ask.
Corvus, Jasper, Fordrum, go ahead and roll your histories as well.
Is that short for Janet?
Is that the ancient
I sure
Mayan
hope
spelling
so.
of Janet?
Yeah. I sure hope it is.
Argon and Corvus. Corvus, because of your ties to politics in your younger years, and Argon because of your close proximity inside of Rexingtrim, you both recognize the surname Janice. The secretary to one of the Cerberus Assembly members is Janet Janice, is what she's referred to in private areas.
Is this the Janet we think it is, or I think it is?
Yes, that is her. That's at least a relative name for you to
Right.
connect to.
So I'll point that out at, that this might be related to maybe this is an ancestor or something of Janet.
For ventilation. Okay. Also, the room we're in, surrounded by a lot of very powerful magic that I'm not quite sure of.
That would make sense if this was a school.
This
A
whole
magic
place is a
school.
school. It seems pretty small for a school.
We haven't really explored much. This is just an office.
Are you sure this
Look
isn't
at
just maybe one room in a school?
I'm sure it
think
is
more of
just
a
one
room.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that this room was the entire thing. I meant
Pretty
to say
small.
that looks like we got pulled into, based off the journals, I'm guessing we got pulled into the headmaster's office, if that's what this is.
Maybe. He's got the fancy chair to prove it.
It's got a fancy chair. It's got a a personal library. It's got journals from,
This chair floats.
that's a
Weird.
pretty fancy
Yes, it
chair.
does. It is what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
Was there any mention of the name of the school?
Not that you were able to find, which is very strange. Usually, letters would be labeled with the name of the academy.
Are there any books on the walls that look like they're part of a large set, like, like the equivalent of like a whole bunch of yearbooks for 100 years or something?
Roll me a perception check with advantage, because you literally grew up inside of a school. Look at that. Being a book nerd helps for once, guys.
Hey.
18. Yes, the very thin spines but tall labels that usually go alongside with such a thing. You see that there's about 15 of them.
I'm going to go pull down one or two of those. And look at them and see what they are.
Okay. So, as soon as you open it up, you do see in very fine calligraphy writing in the front page is the name of this school, the Redis Institute of Magecraft and Tomology.
Does that name strike any bells?
History check. Very fleeting opportunity here.
For all of
You're
us?
going to have to roll
No.
just him. None of
Yeah,
you would
we
have a
certainly
fighting
don't
chance,
know what this
unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know that one.
13, yeah, no.
Oh.
No, you've never heard of it. Must be one of those specialist schools.
Must be like a community college.
It's a technical
It's-
college.
The tech school.
It's
The
the
magic
Venus
tech
Institute,
school.
okay? Like,
There's
just
no shame in it.
There's no
No
shame in going
shame.
to an online magic school.
no, never
shame.
do it.
Yeah, I was homeschooled even.
No, that there's shame in.
So we know the name of the place.
Cool.
There doesn't happen to be like a campus map on the inside of the, like a picture of the campus or anything on the inside of one of the books, is there?
If
Man,
you would
where's
like
the
to spend a little
cafeteria?
time investigating, you might be able to find something.
I'm hungry. We need to find the cat.
As of
see
now,
how-
you've all been here about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fordrum?
I just look at the window. Is there a window in this room?
No windows.
No
You're
window.
encapsulated in a spherical, like, dome all around
Got it.
you that has the faintest glow of runic markings, almost like through two-way glass,
Hmm.
just kind of like sitting there. It's very weird. But there is one door.
It's like your dome, Argon, but bigger and has runes all over it.
Ah, it's a fancy version of it.
Hmm.
You know, if this was a school, it's odds are it's got to have a campus or something, some sort of layout somewhere. If we look around a bit, maybe we can
Maybe.
find a copy of it.
Like one of those big maps that has "You are here" and a little dot on it.
Yeah,
there's-
like a, if this is a community college for magic, they probably have a pamphlet.
Of
Or-
course, there's
or-
pamphlets everywhere.
Why you should go here, and
Yeah, it's probably
Well-
just on the wall in one of those little like plastic
Yeah.
holders.
yeah, I'm sure there's a campus map in there somewhere.
So would you like to investigate?
I
Need to
would
find the
like
front
to
desk lady.
investigate.
She probably knows a lot.
Okay. So this is going to take you a period of time. How long would you like to allocate to investigating the books?
I guess until people start getting bored of me, so at least a half hour.
Yeah, Joy at this point also is going to do comprehend languages, so she can investigate more knowledge.
Go ahead and do an investigation as well. So at least a half hour. Fordrum, you're
Yep.
feeling a familiar sense of attunement as an option with this chair. Would you like to pursue that?
Like attuning to the chair.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, but I'm not really a chair-bound type. So, no, I don't think I need to attune to it. If you're talking about fall asleep, yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep.
So you don't want to attune to the chair. Okay.
Two different types of attunement.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I don't need to bring it along
Okay.
as much as I'd like to. Now, if it'll follow me, ooh, maybe it would follow.
You don't know what it'll
make
do
it
until you
just-
attune to it.
I know. That's why. I was
Unless
just
you want to
having
take 10 minutes and identify it. Maybe you might find out something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I mean, while they're
Okay.
all doing their thing, I'll just identify this
Sure.
thing.
Sure. Yes.
He's just
Okay,
rubbing the
one
chair,
second.
like, "Yep, this is good." Yep. Very magical.
Very well made. Very well
Yep.
made.
Very good craftsmanship. Very nice.
Alrighty.
That was his
let
hovering
me-
word. Ooh.
Comfortable. I think this is like lamb skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at
Neela
here.
was his name.
These screws are all inset. Nice.
Well done.
Cross stitch. Good job.
I just picture Fordrum kneeling down in front of the chair,
So.
just complimenting it. You're a very good chair.
I'm looking at its woodworking capabilities, its steelworking capabilities, its leatherworking capability things, as well as any jewelry that may happen to be part of it. I can
Mhm.
identify all of that.
So Fordrum,
Yes. probably going to be a chair of comprehend languages.
Maybe there's writing on the underside of the couch cushion.
Oh, I'm already looking.
Ooh, there's secret writing in the inseams.
What was the right word? Parallel? Perpendicular. Parallel.
Parallel means they don't cross. Perpendicular means they cross.
Yep. You have identified this as the lumbar support chair. It is a support chair in nature. As a bonus action, you can mentally command the chair to move 20 feet in any direction. It always hovers 2 inches off the ground and can go over any parallels of 20 feet or less. So if there is a gap of 20 feet or less, you can just go over it with its movement. If a gap is more than that, the chair stops at the edge.
Oof. This is crucially important.
Would you like to attune to it? It does require attunement.
Do I think it would resize?
Typically speaking, yes.
So I'm gonna just wait patiently while Argon reads through whatever he's reading through. But truthfully, if there's anybody here who probably should have that, it's Argon. So
Okay.
once he's done, I'm gonna say, so that chair. It floats. I think it'll hover over 20-foot gaps, and I think it'll resize, but you're going to have to attune to it if you're interested. It's super comfortable.
So I can just float in a chair all day long?
Like
Yes.
Professor Xavier, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, just Professor Xavier in battle, just just shooting spells out while you're sitting.
Oh, one other caveat about the
Hilarious.
chair. While you are seated in the chair, you are immune to the prone condition.
Of course,
Oh.
of course.
I'll add that part in. While seated in the chair and attuned to it,
So that means
are
You're locked in. It's
immune
got like
to
a
the prone condition.
magical restraint.
So it dodges for
It's
you.
got a seatbelt, invisible seatbelt.
Well, it doesn't really dodge. It's just if somebody tries to like shove you down to the ground, the chair always hovers 2 inches. So
Yeah, you just give woo.
Yeah.
I love
it is the laziest of boys.
Yeah. As awesome as I think it is, it's really not appropriate for me.
I mean, if you don't want it, I've got an attunement slot open.
Yes, let's go.
And I just slide it over behind him.
All right, now I can sit at this desk more normally.
I look at him, I look at the desk, and I go,
The desk will
Really?
still be short. It's just the chair's bigger.
yeah.
I guess that's true if the chair grows.
If anything, it's
True,
worse.
true. Anyways. So, unfortunately, Joy, even spending an hour with comprehend languages, you're not going to learn anything with a 9. Nothing crucially important. Yeah. Oh, wow, how to whistle. And then Corvus plucks it from your hands.
Whistling's my
Bro.
thing.
That's his hobby. But Argon, with a 13, that's high enough for me to give you something. As you are going through one of the yearbooks, there's a lot of really intriguing looking individuals, and you can tell that this yearbook it's old. Like the dress wear and the academy wear is like from some of the most archived moments of the Lyceum's yearbooks that they still have, though those are kept under lock and key, for privacy reasons. However, you do start picking up on a few of the extracurricular activities that may point out to some idea of what else can be in here. There is a diviner squad where what they do is try to read the stars and predict the future as a sport. So it's kind of like playing craps, but with divination and cheating being allowed. Yeah,
You could predict the farthest into the future and then beat the others with wit.
Exactly. Yeah,
Love it.
that's what it is. It's their own academic sport. The other one is is called the Conjurer's Junction, where they would conjure different type of elementals and use their different attributes in order to try to manipulate some type of sculpture or some type of like really fancy or nice thing to occur. Your Lyceum has something like this as well. It's quite literally, it's like, hey, we'll get a water and an air elemental in order to make ice for us, and then we'll get a fire elemental to actually like burn through different sections and stuff like that in order to make a swan. No, it's
Like
not
an
a
art
Pokemon
competition?
battle. Yeah, it's an art competition, but using conjuration and who you conjure and instructing them to
Interesting.
actually conduct it. Since each
like it.
conjuration's only an hour, like it's fast paced. You have 1 hour to craft something.
Yeah, make something real quick. Go, go, go. Speed run.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a
yeah.
drama show.
Exactly. There's another extracurricular activity called the Enchanters Arts, which is literally dramatic arts, but to see who can slyly manipulate the crowd most easily without them knowing that you do it. It's literally them putting on mystical, magical performances while the crowd is interacting with this live theater, knowing that you're going to be attempted to be enchanted, but when is it gonna happen?
Yeah,
the
which is fake,
intriguing
what is
part.
real.
Mhm.
Love it. Love it.
Did I actually enjoy this, or was that dog shit?
Was that, yeah.
And they get judged on how terrible their show is compared to how amazing the applause is at the end. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
The next one is referred to as the Far Travelers Study Abroad team, where they would craft portals to faraway locations in order to go to them, take back whatever trinkets they can, and learn and study from these other realms and locations. This team was expected that only 4th year or higher academics could actually participate in it. So they
Like a
were
bunch of
careful
field
enough.
trips. They did a bunch of field trips.
Well, study abroad. It's like we're going on a Euro trip to learn everything.
Yeah.
Like, but instead
Love
of
it.
Euro trip, it's we're going to the elemental plane of fire to learn everything. Like
Yes, of course. A little extra dangerous.
that type of shit. And those seem to be the 4 that like stand out to you as like the most intriguing. And then there's a whole bunch of other like accreditations to like top of the class for the basics of magical arts and study and everything else such as that. Like all of the gen ed stuff that you would get in a magical school.
Well, that was quite the mixture of things they covered.
Seems like a lot of fun, actually. I wouldn't mind going to one of those schools.
It seems like quite the school. Yeah.
Sounds like a hell of a time.
I wonder if I swung my axe, how many books I could cut with one.
Hey!
I see what Forge was interested in.
Depends Depends how sharp it is, honestly.
I don't know if that was something.
Oh,
special.
good point. Shing.
Paper or dull your blades. It's just not worth it.
That's not true.
Depends on
It's
the
worth a
magical
try.
blade.
So anyways, after all of your studying, this is what you find out. So, you know that there's a room for the Diviner Squad, a room for the Conjurer's Junction, a room for the Enchanters Arts, and presumably some type of exchange location for the Far Traveler Study Abroad team. That's everything you learn.
Okay. So I'll share that with everybody else. So I wonder which room is next door.
Yeah,
There's
then
only
we
the
open it
one
up.
room, right? There's only the one door.
That any of you
Far
have
as
been
I
able to
can see.
locate.
Okay.
As far as I can see, yeah. The one that's by Forge Room. We can find out by opening it. It's generally how you can find out what's on the other side of the doors.
I thought about putting up detect magic, but I'm worried that it's just going to cover everything.
I think there's a lot of magic in this realm.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
look for specific runes if you want me to.
How often can you do that?
Looks at an invisible watch on his hand. About 8 times.
Oh, okay, so you can do it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to waste it.
They don't last very long, so you gotta pay attention, but more specific than detect magic.
Let's wait and see what we find in the next room.
Okay.
So, Argan, did you wish to attune to that chair while you were reading everything?
Yes, I will attune to the chair while I'm reading.
Go ahead and add the lumbar support chair to your character sheet.
Okay.
Yes.
And now I'm just gonna float along.
A giant Goliath wizard and a giant lumbar support chair.
Keep in
floats.
mind, you're now moving at 20 feet.
Yeah, which is fine. We're
Yes,
not
'cause
we're not running. So
he's not very eager to get in the front lines in the first place if we have combat. So
Oh, he is
Fine.
now
he can be behind
faster.
us.
I'm now 5 feet faster.
Yay, Gobos. Anyways, so you all go over towards this nice archway and door that leads to some other type of room that Forgeman's been standing in front of for the past hour or so. And who's opening the door?
Oh, I will. I've spent enough time with it. I figure I should open it.
There.
Click, and you open it up towards you. Inside appears to be a large, another dome-shaped room where the floor tiling is now yellow, white, and red, and it seems to have 8 intricately pointed locations, all of which are made into a pentagonal symbol, connecting to one another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Interesting.
And there's a latched door in the middle of that pentagram.
Wonder if it's a pointed up pentagram or pointed down pentagram. Is that pointed up pentagram or pointed down?
Depends on the perspective inside of the spherical room that does not actually give you a baseline of direction.
Let's just
I
do
mean, you can
based
check
on the
based off the
door.
way the door's angled.
Yeah.
Based
So
off of
the
the
whole-
angle of the door, it would be an upside down pentagram.
So the room is a complete sphere.
Well, it's dome
It's domed.
and then
Okay.
floor. Yeah.
So it's an upside down pentagram, assuming gravity's at the bottom.
Yep.
Right.
More books. I guess. Is there any other doors in here? Or is it just the one we came in through?
There's the latch door that's on the floor in the middle of it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk near the center of the pentagram.
Okay.
And I will use a sorcery point to charge up a rune, and I'll use Manifest Inscriptions. Everyone pay attention to the pentagram.
Now, you watch as all 5 points of the pentagram glows with a single glyph that pertains to a different school of magic.
I stand close to Jasper, just in case I need to block something.
Alrighty. Jasper, you have your main man Fordrum sticking to your hip. Bless you.
Thank you. What schools are represented?
Conjuration is the furthest point. Evocation, abjuration, transmutation, enchantment.
Okay.
It was conjuration. Just read through it one more time. Oh,
Conjuration,
thanks.
evocation, abjuration, transmutation, enchantment. In that order, starting from the tip point, directing towards the door, going around clockwise.
Okay. Maybe we have to infuse them with that type of magic in order to activate the
That's-
circle? And or maybe it opens the
fair.
door?
Is it locked? Have we tried opening up the latch?
I'll try to open it.
Gunk, gunk, gunk. It's locked.
Yeah, nope,
Hmm.
locked.
And on the other side, in case any of you have thieves' tools.
I don't think we have
Made
anyone
wood?
with thieves' tools.
I do.
Oh, you
Oh,
do?
you?
Yeah.
I just never seen them used.
It does appear to be made out of
I have
wood.
used them a few times.
And
So we've
metal
got-
hinges, but wood.
Well, you want to try and open it with magic, or do we want to try and open it the old-fashioned way?
Cut it
Hmm.
down? Could be fun to cut it. Is there any magical protections on it at all? Like, is it reinforced magic as a magical item? If it's through that, every
Yeah, I'd rather not mess with it if it's enforced with magic.
Well, we could test it. We could see if it is. Oh, would you like to see if it is magical, Forjo?
That's what I live for.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if it's magically trapped or sealed.
Yeah.
Well, I could detect magic on it.
Similar to that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much like that.
Or we could try cutting it and see if it cuts. If
Well, I
it
don't
can
know
be
about
cut.
I don't know about that.
See how it goes.
That seems a little off. I don't know.
I'll just detect magic on it.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
There it is.
Really?
Knew there'd be something.
The moment you cast Detect Magic, every single object, other than your allies themselves, the surface, the area around you, the ceiling, each of the glyphs and runes, all shine brightly with this burning, searing light that almost blinds you before you shut your eyes
Yeah.
quickly. Ah, fucking hell.
Oh,
good?
Oh.
all right.
While you're concentrating on the spell, you can choose to open your eyes, but you'll have to do another con save to look around.
I'm gonna try and cover my eyes so that the rest of the glow and try and give a little peek, because it seems that everything in here is magical as fuck.
It's blinding you? Actually blinding
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
That's a lot then. Oh boy.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid that was going to be the case.
We should maybe mention things like that in the future. My eyes are watering.
Sorry.
It's all right.
So roll me a perception check, Fortune. Let's see what you noticed before you went, ah, fuck!
Jesus.
9. Unfortunately, you weren't looking directly underneath you at that time. So do you want to try to open your eyes again and look at it?
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
yeah.
give me another con save with advantage because you are blinding at least your Alrighty. The door itself does not glow with any particular amount of magic. It does have a little consistency to a school of conjuration.
Oh, good.
It seems there's a little conjuration on the door, but not anything particularly magical.
Like
What
maybe if
about
we
that?
opened it, it might teleport us if we enter it?
Could be. Could
Well-
be summoning, could be teleport, could be trapped through different means.
Of course.
I would
could
guess
even-
that since everything else in here, and I keep my eyes closed while I kind of point around the room, possibly bumping Jasper.
Boy, watch yourself.
Sorry. Potentially everything else in here is magical. Therefore, I would guess that maybe the portal, which is the door, has a little, magic of maybe this space that we're in isn't exactly where the school is.
Oh, like maybe this latch door leads to like the attic of one of the rooms in the actual building itself.
Other way around. This we are in a room that maybe not that is not in the school, and so this door is the magical portal that goes to the door in the school.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
It's
I
just
didn't
like,
really wanna- I didn't know if an attic was appropriate opposed to maybe a different
Could
plane
be
of
like-
existence or something.
What if it's like a glyph of warding holding a conjuration spell in it? That was teleportation. And manifestation of teleportation.
Well,
It
wouldn't
could be like a larger version of the dimension door spell where you open
Right.
the
Yeah,
door
basically.
and
So,
then you walk
Joy,
through. And then...
The only issue with what you were just asking, not to cut you off, is he would see the magic from the glyph of warding.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's more of abjuration.
Exactly.
warding tends to
The
mean it
only magic on that door specifically. Everywhere else, who knows? But that door specifically is conjuration. That is the only school of
Okay.
magic. It's fairly intense, but not
Compared
deafeningly
to-
blinding like
Yeah.
everything.
Seems like it has a higher activation than what the actual ability of the door is itself.
Right. That's a good assessment. So, I could potentially try and dispel the door, which might mean that we open it to nowhere.
Yeah, that might just. If it is teleporting us somewhere, it might just
Right.
destroy the teleport
Right.
permanently, which means we're stuck in here.
Right.
That would-
Which might not be so
suck.
bad because if you look around, there's some magic here.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna memorize this place for when I get strong enough to come back here. I'm coming back here. Joyce
Hmm.
says,
Sure.
"This is heaven. This is look at all these books."
Is it? This is not what I imagined it to be.
Argon, back
pretty
me up.
close. Yeah, I mean that's pretty damn close.
There's books.
Just
I
for
can
staring at
almost
Argon hovering in the
read.
chair. This is your heaven?
There's books I can almost read.
Yeah,
Wow, I
this
didn't
is
know
pretty
what the-
close. If nothing else, it at least reminds me a lot of home.
It's not
I see.
warm enough.
A lot of
nor
sitting in
enough
chairs.
air.
Oh, there's a lot of Kindle at bare minimum to make it warmer.
Oh boy.
I was waiting for that one.
So we don't have a way to pick the lock. Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah,
So
the
maybe
lock's
we-
on the other side. He said.
Yeah. So what we
Correct.
need is some kind of word. I'm gonna just look at it and go, "Open sesame."
I
Really?
think it might have something to do with the runes.
Roll me a
Trying to figure out.
D100 Forge Room.
Look out, cook out.
Come on, 100.
Never. I'm always
Oh
low.
boy.
If I get
The
above
latch
10
door glows with the name of Professor Sesame on it, and then opens.
What?
and I go, there we go.
Good job.
I can't believe that worked.
That fucking
I.
worked.
In his defense,
However,
we run across
go
doors
ahead.
with stupider locks.
That's true.
everybody,
I hungry, I'm dad.
as the door opens, you see an arcane shimmer and glow. Forge Room, you don't see it, of course, because you're trying not to go blind
Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna drop
And-
concentration on that spell, by the way.
If you would like, go ahead.
Yeah,
Anybody with a passive above a 10,
Woohoo!
so not joy.
Everyone but Joy. Oh.
So who wants to go first?
There's a whole lot of those noises, and you start seeing these like red eyes appear down inside of this staircase up towards you.
Maybe we're in the basement of the school?
I don't know. It looks like the stairs go down.
Maybe there's an under basement with
What-
awful creatures?
They're starting to stalk up the stairs.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna get in front there.
I'm gonna look down the hole. Huh. Do I see them at this point or no? Still.
When you look directly down there, yeah, there's beady red, predatorial-looking eyes on shapeless, voidless creatures moving towards you.
I take up the door
I'm gonna
space.
close the door.
If
And-
that's our exit, I feel like we should
Kong.
maybe fix that problem.
Corvus makes a correct decision and closes the door.
Yep.
Remember, you rolled poorly. You were successful, but maybe not to where you wanted to be.
All right. So it seems this door goes to someplace with stalking creatures that we would need to fight.
Well, it might. There could be multiple points of exits depending on what effect. Because Open Sesame, Professor Sesame.
The door shines again.
Wait, don't what?
Oh. I closed it again.
When you
Stop
said
doing that.
when you said Open Sesame,
No.
Leave the door closed.
Close Sesame.
It closes.
Wow.
That's handy.
Oh, great.
They had a
go to
group.
other
Wait a minute.
professors.
Let's see if this works. Open to the school says me.
Nothing
what about
happens, unfortunately.
You
Open-
wizards and your fucking hard.
Maybe you have to name the school?
Open Janus?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Different
this
than
is
what
going to
we
be
thought it would
great.
Remember, Joy
The
doesn't know who
door
that is.
shines, Professor Jonas, and then opens.
Oh no.
Remember, Joy doesn't know
Inside
who that is.
Appears to be a blue and white interior room with stairs that look off kilter, like you're supposed to walk down, but it's going up from your position. It's super trippy for you non-magical arcane folks. Corvus, Arganjoy, you're fine with it. You're like, hey, this is great. Gravity is a lie anyways. Jasper and Fordrum, this is like mind-boggling.
I figured it out. You just gotta say a name of who you wanted to go to and it'll open with the word open in front of it.
Hey.
It's a portal to maybe their private rooms or dens.
Maybe
or...
instead of hallways, they just have this door
Yeah, make transport easier. Why
that just
walk?
goes directly to their rooms.
Or
Following August theory, that makes me really concerned about that Sesame fellow.
we just found the center of the universe.
Maybe. Maybe it is.
My guess would be is that it's probably opening to individual demiplanes.
Probably. They don't seem big enough to be an actual.
Wait a minute.
place.
I'm gonna try something. I close the door again. I go.
What's behind door
wait.
number 20?
It's professor names. Damn it.
They have- we have
The
three professor
professors
names.
were
Ragnar,
Janus.
Flintal.
Hold on, I want to try something stupid that I don't think will work.
Oh,
What
go
the-
ahead.
Open Janet.
Oh god, Jesus Christ.
Oh hell yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Yeah, I
hell
didn't think
yeah.
so.
Oh, now we're talking.
Fordrum
Open
just slicks
Janet
back his
says
hair.
me.
I didn't think it would work, but I had to try.
That's fair.
Well,
Yeah,
while
appreciate
you
it.
guys are debating all of these things that you're going to be trying, I think we'll go ahead and go on break here, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Consider becoming a member here on our channel if you want to support us a little bit more, get access to all of our really cool emotes, and if you're interested in potentially joining our community, go ahead and join us in our Patreon. Gain access to our exclusive Discord server where you can hang out with us, join in one-shots, join in many of our consistent campaigns. It is a pay-to-play community, of course, but doesn't mean you can't get some other benefits just by, being a good NPC to the community. But aside from that, let's get into the action.
Jasper.
Oh, not yet. I have to recount what just happened, buddy. We were just here. Where last we left off, the party had magically teleported thanks to a whoopsies by Joy and a skull that she was tampering with. You all ended up inside of what appeared to be a office to some type of archmage or academy director of some type for arcane students. After spending a grandiose amount of time investigating through everything, Argon was gifted a gallant companion to attune to, referred to as the lumbar support chair, which is going to be a fantastic item for him to utilize in combat, maybe. After doing all of that, you finally open up a door into a different area and notice that there's these shining glyphs all around you that, well, pertain to different schools of magic. However, when Forgem just fucked it, decided that he was going to try to just speak out Open Sesame for the magical command to do it, it turned out that the command did pick up for a Professor Sesame, and it opened to Sesame? Maybe. Who knows? After everybody else gathered themselves in a defensive manner, Corvus made the incredibly apt and valiant analysis and action of closing the damn door and saying no. After Joy kept trying to open it, no, 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 no. Then you all decided to open the door, but utilizing a different name of a different professor. One name, Janice. And it opened up into a completely different room. And this is where we begin.
Can I try something, guys? I just thought of something.
What do you
Say
wanna
it first
try?
before trying it, or
Oh, okay. I just want to say Open Dreeve. Like the name of the skull.
sure. Go ahead.
Joy said it out loud as she was talking to you.
Oh, the door behind you all opens. Joy doesn't notice.
See, I think if we say Open Dreeve...
The door swings open even further.
You mean the one over there? That one's opening.
The one for the from the room we came from open?
The
I think we
headmaster's
know what
office,
skull
yeah.
is, yeah. I think we found the headmaster. There you go.
And so the skull would be his then.
Logically, yes.
So he's
Uh-huh. Headmaster.
probably dead.
Or it's just a skull that he used as his own personal way to getting back to his place. Easier. Like a little
You're muted,
that-
Fordrum.
tap the skull on the head and teleport back.
Well, that makes him far worse than I was ready for.
The other thing I want to do is, Jasper, do you have something heavy we could cast light on?
I pull out my giant bag of rocks. Yes, I have plenty.
Can you cast light on one of those rocks?
I sure can.
Okay. When I open the door, I want you to throw a light rock.
Okay. Pull out a
Open
rock,
s-
cast light.
Open Sesame.
All right. The moment the door opens, Joy, I need you to give me a dex save.
Yep.
They were prepared for that.
And I chuck the light rocket down there.
You did it 4 times. Like,
19.
as soon as the door opens up and you throw the rock down there, you already see there's this massive claw reaching up towards you before you shut it down with the rock down in there. They moved up to the door.
Well, that answers that.
I think if we do it one more time, we can see what they are.
Nope. I think
No.
we're good with that door. Let's try.
It has
Lock,
claws.
Sesame.
True.
let's try Janice's room and see what's in there.
Or why don't we try one of the other instructors whose names you found? You know, you
Oh.
found Professor Ragnar, you found Clintal.
Would you like to try Ragnar next?
Sure.
We can try Ragnar.
Open Ragnar.
My.
The door, Ragnar's room. Okay. The door slowly creaks about 4 to 5 inches before you notice very hefty, heavy chains latched onto the bottom latch of this door, keeping it stuck at that position.
Look in. Like if we got down on a level,
You could easily fit down there, Joy.
could I look down there?
All by yourself.
I'll be next to Joy.
I'll stick my head in to look.
Oh dear.
Roll me a perception check, Joy.
Oh, perfect. I am great at this.
Joy's best skill.
The door
Best-
closes, chops her head off. Well, that's unfortunate.
3.
You see
Jesus, -3.
some walls, some ceilings. Wait! Only one ceiling. And a
Sure about that.
floor.
Are we
As
sure about the
expected.
one ceiling?
There's also some tables, though you can't see on top of them from your current angle.
But you assume there's stuff.
There's
Presumably.
Stuff in here, guys.
That's usually what rooms are used for, is to hold stuff in them.
I
Oh,
put-
by the way, can everybody go into their settings and do 3D dice? Enable 3D dice and all that jazz? Thank you.
Oh.
Yes. I forgot. We had a couple of viewers like, hey, could you guys do that? It's a lot better for us. I was like, yeah,
You
that's
want
fine.
automatic roll or just enable 3D?
Enable and automatic.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause if
test
you
it
just
to
do
make sure
enable,
it
it'll
works.
ask you, and it's really annoying.
Right. So Joy rolled a 6 minus 3. So,
I had to set up. I don't know why it didn't show up. Huh.
me neither.
Well, it looks like he definitely doesn't want anyone to get in. What about?
Save my head out. There's one ceiling, one floor, many tables.
That sounds like a room.
Do you
This
see what's
might be a room.
Can you see what's attaching the chain to the door?
Oh, sure. Sticks head back in.
Now that you have some direction as to what you are looking at, the chain itself appears to be bolted into some stone with a large hook, and there's glyphs around the actual anchor point.
Great.
Seems to have been anchored to the floor. Or no, wait, that was the ceiling.
But just the
Anchored?
one ceiling.
Just the one ceiling, not maybe other ceilings.
All right. Well, do you want to try Clientele then?
Sure. Let me get my head out first.
Guys, you had a
Close.
perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
So you're doing Clientele?
Yep.
What's that their name? Clientele? Clintal.
Clintal.
I was wondering why I was like, Clientele is not here. It's Clintal. Alrighty. So the door and then opens wide. You all look inside, and it appears to be stairs going downwards again into an open room. And those of you with the lower center of gravity, Joy and Fordrum, you're short. There appears to be about 6 desks.
Huh.
2, and then a cot in the corner. But you can't see any further past that without going through the threshold of the door.
All right. Listen,
Have our options now.
before we step into one of these rooms, let's do a quick search to see if there's something, like if we've learned anything about attuning to an area that you can return to, there should be something here that you guys could attune, or maybe there's another one of those
Oh, a
tuning things.
transportation circle?
Nope, that's not an attunement fork.
Oh, and it's
We've already seen one of those. So, Argon? Joy?
You mean just to get back here to this room?
Yeah, I kind of have this feeling that if we're stepping through a doorway that sort of is a magical portal thing, we also may, I mean, does it make no sense that you might not be able to just get right back in?
Couldn't we just say open graves and then it'll bring us back here?
Well, arguably, yes. But at the same time, would it not be worth a couple of minutes to look and see if there is something attuned to this room so that in the event that we lose ourselves?
And we can also look around this room too.
Historically, it seems like a thing that could happen.
I mean, it's certainly not a bad idea.
I mean, we got time.
Yeah, it's not like we're in a rush. Go look around this room, see if there's anything here before we step into a room that we might not come back from.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's like a, I don't even know.
A key?
You know what it might be? It might be that skull we already got sucked in through.
Yeah, it's not with us? Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
not with us. So
Yeah.
maybe this is for not.
Unless there's like, but even if there was something, you would imagine each professor would have had to have their own.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be something that would just be in this room. It probably would have been with the professors.
Yeah, it's probably only one of them each. They probably have it on their person.
Yeah.
And we
Alright.
had the skull to go to the room that we want to go back to, but it's not with us now.
Yeah.
So
All right. Would you guys like me to go look first, and then if for some
Sure.
reason I just disappear, you can think about it?
Tie a rope to him.
Oh, what?
um
I'm not real comfortable with the rope tying idea.
You don't want to be tied to us?
Oh,
I'd like to not
my.
answer that question.
But anyways, so Joy got distracted and went away to go look for random things. Roll me a perception check.
Perfect. I forgot. Do I have inspiration
Could
for
possibly.
reading this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it on that. I'll go roll this
Yeah.
one. Let's see.
Hell yeah.
10. I got 10.
You find inside of that office. Wait, were you going back to the office or staying in this room?
Oh no, in this room. I'm just looking around this room right now.
Oh, as you walk around this room, you get over to one of the corners and you find this tiny little metallic, like, rod, very tiny, only about like 3 inches in total, that has a metallic wheel with all of these many, like, almost sharp looking spikes, and it spins between the wheels.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna mess with that for a bit.
It's like a, for you, fidget spinner.
Hey guys, look, I found something that spins.
She'll be occupied
Is it
for
a
the
top?
next 45 minutes.
Sure, that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna be
But can it
occupied for a
whistle?
bit until someone gets my attention.
All
Are you
right.
good? Wait, did you steal my dreidel? What are you spinning over there?
Fortrum, are you looking for something as well? Perception check.
What, in this room?
Yeah.
So we're leaving the office?
No, well, you already left the office to go into this room that has the teleporter thingy.
Oh,
And if you would like to look around for that attuning thingy that you were talking about, it might be here. Who knows? You have to look, though.
I wouldn't even know what the hell to look for. If I find anything that looks like the symbol and the thing that we found the last time that was like a weird comb piece, then by all means. But
Find the comb.
Find the comb.
The search for the
Go ahead
comb.
and roll me a perception check for it.
okay.
Ah, there you go. If there are any combs
Hey.
here, you found them.
Fordrum, as you are looking through here, you don't have a very strong sense of arcana in general, but you
Nope.
usually know that there's always a way for these people who are super overly cautious to get
Huh.
back to what they were trying to do. And the best way to get back would usually be a door of some capacity or something to look for. You look around in this area, and other than that little, that's a spur, by the way, that Joy found seemed to have belonged to a boot, but now it's no longer there. The dome-shaped ceiling goes up to an inverted pentagram opposite of the one on the floor. I'm not sure how you missed it before.
Well, I was standing over it before. So, yeah. Huh.
It's very small, though. Very small.
Well, I look at Argon and I go, what about that thing?
Everyone looks up in unison.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot. We never looked at the ceiling this whole time.
There's another one.
Damn it. We're stupid.
Is it set up in the same orientation?
Yeah, look.
Opposite orientation.
Opposite orientation.
Mm-hmm. So its point is pointing the opposite direction. Your point's pointing towards the door.
Oh. Argon, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Jesus, no, we're really screwed. Oh, no.
Isn't the simple logic one points in and one points out?
It's possible, but it's smaller
the
and there's
ceiling.
no door.
Yeah, but this whole place glows. It's a big magical dome.
Yeah. It's on the ceiling.
How tall's the ceiling?
About 15 feet high at its
Oh.
pinnacle, which that is the pinnacle.
So can I stand on my floating chair and reach the ceiling?
No, the chair can cross up to 20 feet. Just go right on up.
Well, but
Well, it can only go parallels. It can't jump. That would be
doesn't mean
vertical.
I understand it.
Doesn't do
no,
vertical.
no.
Fair.
Fordham's
Okay,
still-
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It moves
So,
20 in
Argon,
any direction.
You stand on the chair, which now has resized to your size. You reach all the way up, and your finger just barely touches, but you notice your finger goes through it.
Oh. It's a false ceiling.
You got another one of those light stones?
I sure do.
Toss one up.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right, give me an athletics check, Jasper.
Hell yeah.
Fordham
Roll
puts
one,
his shield
roll
over
one,
his
roll
head.
one.
I'm the
Roll
best at
one.
throwing rocks.
This is my jam, throwing
It's
rocks.
my specialty. It's what I do.
Damn it! I was so hoping he'd be like, "Throw it in," and you hit him in the head on the way out.
Hurry, throw it. I throw it up at Argon and hit him right in the neck.
Ah! But a 12. You underhand toss it up there, and it goes through the pentagram. Fordrum, you hear tick, 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 as if it
Outside?
bounced and rolled. Above you.
Oh. It stopped up there.
It
Oh.
bounced and rolled.
Huh.
Bounce and rolled.
I hear it bouncing and rolling up there, but oh hell.
So it goes through, but it doesn't come back down? That's interesting.
Well, all right. I do take out a rope with a grapple.
Grappling
I'm
hook.
gonna see if I can
Argon.
throw a rope through it.
Yeah.
You suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the rock falls and right into your head.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, is there like a ramp up there maybe that it rolled down? Weird. Sorry about that.
It's quite all right. It's worth the experiment. I'm gonna move out of the way as I see Fordrum start to get a grapple and start winging it around like he's gonna toss it.
I'm gonna go
Alright,
pick up my rock. I want my rock back.
Rock is bad enough. I don't want to
Right
get
over
hit
there
by
on
a
the floor.
grapple.
Before I throw the grapple, I'll just kick the rock in Jasper's direction. I know how personally attached to those he is.
He likes his rocks.
Uh-huh.
So, you take the grappling hook. It throws up there. Give me a athletics check as well, please. Please.
There it is. There it is.
Bam.
1. You toss it up there, and Argon, as you're adjusting yourself, crack right in the back of your head for 1 point of damage.
God, Argon's gonna get a concussion.
All right.
Can't give the wizard a concussion.
Nico, no!
No, it's returning again.
It's the curse of Nico.
Curse.
Bibble, you did this.
The curse of concussion.
Now that I feel guilty,
Hello from me.
I think Joy already has a concussion.
now that I feel guilty, I'm gonna cure wounds on Argon
That's
for
fair.
5 points back. I feel
All
like
right, so
since
you're back to full.
Oh no, I'm not at full.
No,
I lost hit points from the teleportation.
just arriving.
Oh god. We're slowly killing the wizard.
We're slowly killing you.
We'll get there.
Insanity.
I'm
Boy's
really
not
good at
bored at the
saving
start.
throws.
Yeah, I was down over 10% of my
Alright.
hit points.
Alright.
So.
I cast Mage Hand and I go and pick up the grappling hook and I just put my Mage Hand up there.
All right, roll me an investigation with disadvantage.
This will go great, guys.
I expect that it won't have purchase, that I won't be able to hold, but I'm gonna. So if I pull and it falls down, I'll be like, your toes?
It unfortunately does not find any form of purchase up there, Jasper, as you're trying to find something.
I'm
and
just like
moving
rubbing
your
it into
mage hand.
things, like,
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's real weird, and I pull it down. I think we'd have to go up there.
All right. So we've got some options. Do we try and go through the ceiling, which is just odd, or do we go through the door? And I think if we decide we go through the door, we may not be coming back. Of course, if we go through the ceiling, we might not be coming back either.
True.
But at least we know it.
I mean, the rock came back through, so I don't think we'd be stuck up there.
You could also poke around with the runes that we never really messed with in the room.
Yeah, you know, we could, but or not.
Or not.
I vote we pick one of the rooms that does not have a scary monster in it.
I kind of like the one we're at now,
Like
which
mid-
has, just some school chairs and a cot.
Yeah, let's just stay here for the rest of our lives, guys. It's a good plan.
There was nothing
got
in
a cot.
this.
It's true.
There's nothing in the
A
room we're
cot.
in, is there?
There's
No,
a
he's
door.
talking about the one you guys just recently opened.
Right. Which is the
The
one we
room
can't get into
to
it yet
Clint Hall.
because it's.
Yeah.
But that's the
Clint
one
Hall
that's
was
chained
open.
shut, right? Oh, that's,
Clint
oh,
Hall
okay.
was open.
Clint
It
Hall
was
open.
Ragnar's was chained
Ragnar's
shut.
was chained shut.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine
Janice's,
with
you
Clint
guys just
Hall's.
went, this looks happy, and moved away. Like,
I like Janet's.
Yeah, she had the real trippy one. I don't- mm.
Yeah, I just vote against the one that we know has a monster in it.
Fair.
I'm good
Oh,
with
that
any of
was-
the others.
That was Sesame.
Yeah, I'm away for 20
Door's still
minutes.
open, but it didn't think.
I didn't say open that time. I learned.
All right, I vote we go down. Who's going first?
I
I'll
will.
go. Oh. After you.
Mm-hmm.
Forge room, you hear movement above you. Very stalkerish and slow.
Wait. Shh. I think I hear something up above me.
I mean, we did throw a lot of rocks up there. Lot of
And a
things.
grappling hook. Is there anyone who can look up there?
I can.
Argan would have to lift Joy up there.
I
It's
lift
15
Joy
feet.
up there?
Like
Yeah,
a
you could.
periscope.
Yeah,
Mage
Joy
armor
weighs
on
like
myself first.
yeah,
Yeah.
I figured. Okay.
You're a big
Joy
Goliath.
weighs like a total of like 50 pounds with her equipment.
Oh,
So I'll stand on the chair and I'll grab Joy.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
We'll do like a little cheerleader move and post
Give
her
me
up
a
over my
Y.
head.
Alrighty.
As in,
So- Joy,
Oh, wizard.
you are
holding another wizard.
lifted up slowly through the threshold. And your eyes come in contact with this very muddied looking, gray skinned, malnourished humanoid thing that looks directly at you. And starts
Comprehend
screaming
language?
at the top of its lungs at you. It does.
Still up.
Oh, comprehend languages. It is saying, "Get away from me!"
I put both hands up. Hello, and I give a big smile.
Do you have any jewelry on you?
I have like a skull little thing around my waist, like a little thing that's like little fake skulls.
Jewelry, like real jewelry, like shiny.
Gold ish. No, I don't have any shinies. No.
Okay. Oppose athletics, please, Joy.
Okay.
You are being assisted by Argan.
Just give a tug. Put you down.
The creature charges after you and shoves you aggressively, but although you stumble backwards, Argon is just holding you up. All of you
Oh,
hear
wow.
this going on up there.
I
You
found a
Argon?
alright
friend.
up there?
I found a
Argon and
friend.
Jasper, I believe, both of you understand giant?
Yeah.
I believe I do.
I thought you chose giant before.
Let me see. Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
It's
Um,
giant Marquesian.
Jasper, it's broken giant to you, but Argon, you understand the traditional giant. Get away! This is mines! Mines!
There's something up there that's claiming ownership.
It's a friend.
Living
I
in the
made a
attic?
friend. Yeah, it's living in
Yeah.
the attic. It's a humanoid.
Yeah!
Can I misty step to like a ledge or something?
Absolutely.
Like
It
Baya?
goes
Okay.
and chomps directly towards your ear and bing bing! You just teleport up here. Argon,
Hello.
oh no, Joy's gone. Get out! Get out! It's mines! It's mines!
I put both hands up and I pull out something shiny. I pull out shiny gold. I hold it out in my hands like
It's mines.
peace offering.
Oh,
Roll me
I-
a persuasion.
I lost
Okay.
the goblin.
Joy, are you okay up there? What are you doing?
Making friends.
Are you sure? Doesn't sound
It,
like
like-
he's happy.
It shifts around the portal, which you can see up here. It is completely translucent inside of that dome. And it's like walking around the side over towards you in that little area that opens up. And it just quickly snatches the gold coin and moves away.
Smiling.
You leaves me. My academy. My academy leaves. No.
Pulls out
Academy?
something shiny.
What is he talking about?
Joy,
It-
are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
It shoves its head through the hole and screams down at all of you.
Oh,
You lose my academy's now. Argon, give me a wisdom save. Or sorry, charisma save.
Charisma save.
leaves
Yeah.
my
Wisdom would have been
academy
better.
now. Is this the crazy headmaster?
I
14.
don't know, maybe.
You kind of like
That
shrink
sounds
down,
like
but
it.
luckily your chair catches you. You can't be knocked prone. And then
He
pulls
says
its head
my
back up and
academies.
snatches the gold and moves away. Mines, leaves.
I think it's him.
You think it's the crazy headmaster?
All I'm picking up is he keeps saying academy. Like, his academies?
Drop?
It's my academies! It screams in
Dra-
common. Mines! Leave.
Are you Drav?
Can we see this guy?
Rav? Yeah, it popped its head down for a moment and then pulled it back up. Think
So, but-
Schmeagle.
Yeah,
is
yeah, we're
kind
not
of
in
what it looks
initiative
like.
though, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, listen to the music. You're good. Yeah, yeah. Unless you want to be. I mean, that's your call.
I was gonna say I'm about to guiding bolt this motherfucker.
You
are
we-
Liz.
We got here randomly. Want to help us?
It's
Really?
Liz. You leave my academy now.
This is your.
What's your name?
My name's... Names? I am Drav.
Yep, that's him.
Names.
Hey, Drop. I thought
So he
you were
made
a
that fancy
skull.
skull we had.
Ah?
Yeah.
No. Skull. And it, like, rips back a portion of its skin, showing its
Oh.
skull.
Joy, show him
Oh.
illusion of the skull.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. We found a different skull that we thought was yours. Minor illusion skull.
The Magi! And it like, leaps at the light minor illusion and moves through it. The Magi! Give it!
Gone. We found it. It left. It brought us here.
It like monkey crawls over to you and holds out its hands. Gives it now! No.
I can try. If we find it again, I can give it.
Then finds it! It like grabs your hand and starts like pushing you over towards the hole. Go! Finds!
It's not down here.
No, it's right down here. Come here and get it, little man.
Oh, you went down with us.
You find, and it leaps down directly on top of Argan's head and like crouching over his
God damn
shoulders
it.
and holding onto the head. Where is it? Is it? Is it?
Morgan, we
Mine.
could have waited till Argan was gone.
I'm pulling him off of Argan.
All right, oppose athletics, please.
Joy's gonna come down. Actually, no. Joy's gonna
Just
look
picking him up by
around.
the armpits, like, "Ooh, here you go,
Joy's
buddy."
coming down.
Oh boy.
Ooh, he actually beat you. You grab onto the back of him, but like he starts pulling at Argan's mouth and face, holding on, and like you're trying not to hurt Argan as
Right.
He's like a spider monkey.
Get off! And he starts like kicking at you. Get off! It's mine. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the Magi? I need the silver Magi. It's mine.
Argan, tag or no?
No,
And it-
no, not yet.
It
Okay.
crawls around to the other side of your head and like droops down your neck, Argan, and looks up at you. Back into Giant. You has the Magi. You get it back. You leave.
That guy brought us here. We don't have it with us currently.
No, it's right here. It's behind my shield. Come here, little fucker.
I need a deception opposed by a persuasion.
What the hell?
Argan persuasion,
Okay.
obviously.
Jeez.
10. You
We
gotta
literally
be
have
a
a
10.
gremlin. We have a gremlin.
Oh, Jesus.
4. And it leaps and dashes onto your shield and is now looking over the other side. Where is it? Where is it?
Flat of the blade to the back of his head. Clang!
All right, roll to hit.
I'm going to try and do subdual damage.
Okay. So non-lethal.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I mean.
26 definitely hits. Roll your damage, though.
To sleep. Go to sleep, little gremlin.
Go to
Not bad.
You slam the flat of your blade against the top of its head. It just starts hissing at you. Not really bothered that much by the strike, honestly.
Just turn
Where
it
is
into like a
it?
tiny little mouse and bring him with us.
It's now looking at the other side of your shield. Where is it? And it crawls into the inside of your shield. Gives it. Where?
Well,
Do you have any magic items
Can I
on
just-
him?
chokehold him?
Yeah. He's investigating the inside of your shield.
Right.
Where
Let go of
is
the
it?
shield and
Where is
chokehold
it?
him.
It's
And I-
Where is it?
Anybody else think we get what? Relax, little man. Is this your room?
It's my academy.
It's your academy. Right. All right.
And it's like clawing at your arm. It doesn't seem to understand that metal's on it.
Right. Here. I just look at Corvus and Jasper and Argan like. Anybody else got an idea? Or
Let's see.
Joy comes down.
and like Vordrum's still holding his axe next to it. Like anybody else got an idea?
All right.
Joy
So,
raises his hand.
hold.
Oh, Jasper, you got something?
Friend, we teleported in here after we touched the skull. We're trying to get out in order to find it. Do you know how to operate this door here that goes to other places? So we can get
Joy's
out.
gonna walk away from the door.
Yes.
Do you know how to leave this place to get to the material world?
Yes.
Good. That is what we need. That is where it is. On the
You
material.
leaves and then gives it to me.
If you can help us get out of here, yes, we can do that.
Do you need a deception or a persuasion roll, Jasper? You roll it.
Yeah, it's the same number, so. Cool. 28.
Oh, you're being honest.
Yeah, I am.
Catch answer. It
Oh,
like
stop
goes
choking him.
It goes limp?
I just slide
Oh.
down to his shoulders,
Well,
so he can't run around the room. But it's not. He can breathe now.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And he like turns over towards you, Jasper. Yes, I shows you out. You leaves. You leaves. Then you gives it. You gives me my silver, my guy.
Yep. We'll be right back if you show us the way out.
It like lifts up to your nose, Fordrum, and pulls it forward. This way.
Follow Fortune.
Fordrum
I
has
lift
to
him
move
off the-
willingly. He like tries, but
Yeah. I sort of lift him and walk in his general direction. Just point, fucker. Get your finger out of my nose.
This way. And like he cuts your nose a little bit as he moves. And he points directly at the door. Yes.
The door to the
Open.
office?
No, the door down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Open! Sesame!
Oh, Christ.
Fuck.
That's where that was gonna happen.
The door slams open, and one of the large creatures leaps outwards, and you see it is this large hound made completely out of shadows with this like purplish skin as it lands down.
Close sesame.
Hello, Poochies! Hi, Spoochies! Hi!
Are these yours?
Good Poochies! Come here! And the giant wolf just moves over and he just starts scratching its face. Yes, good Poochies! It's mine! I made it!
Oh.
Feel real fur!
We'll go.
I
walk
will-
up to feel it.
Slowly reach forward.
It does not feel like real fur.
Yes.
Feels almost
Shadowy
slimy.
immaterial. Cool.
Yes.
Fortune just looks up and goes, "We are really bad at this."
Bad at which part of what just happened?
I don't know.
The good news is we're consistently bad,
Yeah.
True.
so it evens out over time.
That's true.
Poochies, we need to go. We need them to leave. They leave and they bring me back, my precious.
Yeah, we need to get back to Diastock. You ever heard of that?
The city.
What's stuck?
Oh, crap.
Diastock.
No.
Yeah, that's where we need to go.
Take us
That's
to
right.
the study abroad team.
Oh, that'll work.
So what?
The study
The
abroad.
hound bites his head like all the way around and lifts him and puts it onto its back. Yes.
If anyone's gonna know how to get us out, it's probably the study abroad team that teleports all across the world. Plural.
They're dead. I killed them. And then the door
Oh.
opens up and they leap down.
He killed them. Never mind.
Let's just close the door. We're really doing this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Did
with
you
him.
close it all the way or like most of the way?
This is probably our best chance to get out.
Yep. He may be insane, but definitely seems like he knows where he's going. I'm gonna kick the door open and follow him.
I just
I'm gonna slip into the other room real quick and grab the journals and take them with me.
Okay.
Pieces of paper.
I followed
Adios, friends.
I followed Jasper, but I have to just say, you realize we just chose to follow the more crazy person.
Correct.
Joel, we're leaving. Come on down from the ceiling.
Joy, let's go. Corvus,
Down.
onwards, onwards and downwards.
Are we
All
we're
right.
going down the hole?
Come on, Corvus, we're following the crazy one.
Yes.
With
Can all be
Comes on,
following the crazy
Corvus.
The crazy
The
one
head
with
pops back out. Yes.
the. Yeah, we're following that one with the shadow wolf.
Jeremy,
Now we can. What are you saying?
how much stuff can I stuff in my backpack before I go down? Just
Like
random
4
out.
books. Your backpack's already filled to the brim.
Perfect.
Like,
That's all I
yeah.
need to know.
cool.
I'm getting
So-
a whistling book.
Yep.
All of you are taking
Ew,
books,
everything.
and like he hisses at you. I read again. I need back, and then down the hole again.
Okay.
I just
So
look
you
at
all
Argon.
follow.
Yeah, I'll go down.
I'm
So you
floating
enter
down.
back into the Sesame room. Yeah, stair by stair, the chair will actually go downstairs. As you get to the very bottom of the Sesame room, it appears to be some type of experimental facility down here. There are little bits of dried blood littering the floor all over the place, and different large vials of what looks like experiment tubes the size of creatures, medium creatures, some of which are shattered, others of which look drained, and there's this bluish ichor floating around in one of them as you all start walking through. Then you all hear.
Oh, hell.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
It's coming from Drav.
Whistling.
That's
Huh.
the exact same whistling that one strange primordial creature
Uh-huh.
was singing with the lava worm in the caves.
Is
Mhm.
that a
That's
good
not
thing
good.
or bad thing?
Hey, Driv, where'd you learn that song? It's a very nice song.
I read books. Teach me.
Hey, Corvus,
That
those
song I
whistling books you
hear.
got.
I hear that song. I hear it when I sleep. I sleep very heavy, and then I hear it.
Uh-huh.
It's nice.
And you read it in a book?
I Risoka's book. Books are knowledge.
Hey, Corvus,
Infinite knowledge.
how about those whistling books you got? It's got that song?
Yeah. Is there anything about that in the whistling books?
Unfortunately, these are more how-to books, not specific songs to whistle.
They don't give you like sample ones? Sample track.
Yeah, you're
No-
right.
no
They do
chance
go over
someone was-
"Mary Had a Little Lamb." That you
Like
learned
lullabies.
that one. Yeah, and "Happy Birthday." That one is also.
Oh,
on.
good.
But we
Classic.
don't do that
No
on
chance
stream
that
because I
someone
will
went,
get the
Half-Blood Prince and wrote in the margins.
roll me an investigation.
Beginning whistling for idiots.
Fair.
18.
Idiots.
Unfortunately, no. There's no writings in the margins about different songs that you can whistle. However, there is a reference in the back of it pointing out over towards something called the Grin's Triumph.
I've never heard that before either, have I?
Roll me a history.
Out of all of the songs that I've whistled in my life. Let's see. History.
Oof.
It sounds a little familiar, but you can't quite place it.
I'll just start going through and like whistling each of these songs that I know from the Grinners. Start with Zan's coming back.
I just look at Jasper once he starts whistling and I go, we've all lost our fucking mind.
Ah! I lost my place. As you
Drink.
keep whistling as well, it keeps getting distracted.
Are you whistling for ritual purposes or whistling for entertainment?
Yes, entertainment.
Oh, okay. Blood for ritual or blood for decoration?
What?
What?
Oh! Looks at the blood splatters on the floor that Joy actually somehow noticed. But yeah, sure. We'll go. It's everywhere. It's easy enough. Oh! That says me.
Huh.
Would you like to meet him? I'll show you.
Sure.
And then he leaps off over towards that blue tube and then crawls down into it. Where you notice the ichor just like and like envelop around as he digs down towards the bottom.
Yeah, Joy will follow.
Oh.
All right. Give me an athletics check to climb a glass tube.
Okay. I bet this Sesame person's really nice.
I lean on my axe in a corner where
13.
I can defend.
I continue to whistle all the songs that I know until I find one that is closely matching it.
I'm gonna wait till Joy's actually going in. I'm like, I wouldn't do that. And she flops into the thing.
Well, she manages to get about halfway up. And Joy, as you're about halfway up this tube, you see a humanoid head against the glass directly at your face. Give me a charisma save.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Human test tube.
Okay. Slams right at your face, and you like slide down a little bit, but then hold as you see what appears to be a high elf looking individual with like a petrified looking mouth, wide eyes just floating here. And then he climbs back out with the head that's still dripping from that ichor, and then leans over the other side. It is foul smelling, whatever he just climbed in. Sees? This is him. He no talk very much.
He, as in someone from the study abroad group?
That's Sesame?
No, this says me.
Oh, does he talk?
He like moves the jaw. Yes.
Oh, Christ.
Huh.
He hasn't preserved in a fucking tube.
Oh, okay. You wanna come bring him back?
No.
We keeping him
And
here?
drops it. Boom. And then crawls the rest of the way out.
I just look back up the stairs. Can I see the door? Is it still open to the room?
Who was the
we
last?
came?
Who was the last one out?
Argon.
Did
Yeah,
you
it would've
close
been
it
me.
after you, or did you
No.
grow up in a barn?
I grew up in a barn.
Okay, it's still wide open.
Well, after
That's him.
Forger pointed out the fact that we may not be able to get back, I wouldn't have closed it.
That's
in
fair.
fear that
That's
it
fair.
would've.
You're just gonna come back after just seeing a head, not meeting a new person.
Jasper. It does follow the tune of one of your songs. I just need to remember specifically what one it is.
Zan's coming back. Blow fire down the coast. Hush, onward come the dragons. Let the sorcerer rest.
Dirge of the Golden Fire.
Dirge. Oh, you mean Dirge for the Emerald Fire?
Yes,
The
that
elven one?
Sorry. Yeah.
The one
it's
that's
similar, but not
spread
specific.
news of death or defeat.
Yep.
Cool.
It's similar, not specific. But then he crawls back out the other side and mounts back onto his valiant steed. Yes. He did not believe in my goals. He didn't believe in me. So I kiss him.
Hey
So now I
guys,
look at Argon,
Sesame's just ahead.
and I look at Corvus, and I still look at Jasper, and I'm like, this is what we're doing, huh? All right.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen people speak with dead before. We could try, maybe, if somebody knows how to.
Why
I don't
you
know
speak
how.
to him?
does
Hey,
anybody know how?
Sesame, what's up, guy?
No. We leaves.
Oh, okay. Fair
We
enough.
He
leave?
takes you out. Yes. I show
Okay.
you out so you can give it to me. It's mine.
As we're walking, I'll
Uh,
just start whistling the dirge for the Emerald Fire.
So, question. The only way we know how to get here is through the skull. When we use the skull disappears. Is there another way to get here?
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Banish it.
Banishment will work?
Yes. You banish it. It comes back here. It's where it's from.
Okay.
Fair
That'll
enough.
work.
Yes. Banishment
This is
sends
a-
it back home where it comes from.
So this is a whole different plane completely from the material plane.
You're wrongs. You did not teleport here. You shifted.
Oh,
Oh. That's interesting.
It is an important distinction.
That is very important.
Yes. Stupid students. F's. Let's go.
Okay. I've definitely
Just keeps
gotten a
walking.
worse grade than F.
How have you gotten a worse grade than F?
DNF did not finish.
Oh, I'm not familiar with
Did
that.
not
grade.
finish school.
Oof.
Didn't even start school.
Anyway.
ENS.
You all make it over to the back end of this area where you see that there's this massive looking door, roughly about 15 feet tall and about 10 feet wide, that has multiple chains lapped over the handle itself
room.
into the next area. Breaks it! It looks at you, Fordrum.
What? Can't you break it?
It
you
like
look strong.
moves its arms up, which is literally like bone and skin.
I mean, you look like you're pretty strong there.
Is it magical? Is this one of those things that's gonna blow up?
No.
All right. Can I just unwind it instead of break it, or is it like, is there a lock I could just
You can give me a survival check to see if you can figure it out.
Sure.
Yep.
24.
There's a simple chain hook lock,
Yep.
like Lockmaster, and you have enough tools on you. You just pull them out and boom, and then
Yep.
unwrap the chains. And it's actually like a very easy ordeal when you actually understand how locks mechanically work. Not like
Right.
I'm gonna pick it, but like this is metal. Tension on metal breaks easy. Done.
Yeah.
You know, like there's two types of locksmiths.
Yeah. Yep, I'll do that.
B minus.
I just look at him like, I don't fucking care what your grade you give me. I don't say
Then
anything.
he-
I just look at him like,
He drops further behind to you, Argon. No flair.
What happened to the other professors?
Yeah, Ragnar,
dead.
Quintal. Oh, good.
Dead. Dead.
How long have you been here alone?
What is today?
Oh boy.
I'll give him the date. or
I
at
believe
least
it's
roughly
like
enough.
1433, 1434. 867 years.
That is.
It's a bit of a time jump.
Ah,
Do you have an extended lifespan?
no. I have no lifespan.
Oh, are you a undead kind of creature, or are you more of a creature that doesn't exist?
Gee, I think you broke him. Stop, Joy.
It looks down at its hand.
He's already broken. You don't need to break him more.
What's curious? Is he undead? Is he a creature that's not technically here but still exists?
Maybe he's removed from time entirely?
It could be, yeah.
He like reaches over to you, Argon, and touches your face with his hand. It stings awful.
What race are you, Drav?
You a human?
Ugh!
Elf?
Zeus! Like gestures at you, Argon.
Oh no.
You're a Goliath?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is a dark mirror for you, friend. This is your future.
My
You live
God,
this long.
I've heard you get shorter when you get older, but this is ridiculous.
You get much shorter.
Oh boy.
Eat
Hmm.
bones, stay alive.
Eat bones?
Yes.
Where?
Getting calcium.
I'm sure those are very nutritious.
I guess that's fair. Bone marrow soup back at the orphanage was pretty good. Very,
Where-
very nutritious.
No, he didn't say soup, just bones.
Where's this door gonna take us?
Good question.
East Wing, and then rips open the two doors, and you see before you a massive walkway that goes onwards in front of you. This beautiful tapestry lying on the floor that stretches from end to end of the wall with all of these incredible murals and incredible paintings of influential individuals separated only by about 15, 20 feet or so into different rooms that all have their own sets of double doors, similar to the one that you just opened. However, all of you, other than Joy, notices the inside of the door, as in on the outside now pulled in, you can see, had written upon it, "Do not open."
Oh. Of course we were in the restricted section the entire time.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's the professor's quarters, that's not really a surprise.
It's written in blood. Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
I was about to say it might be a
There
little more
is a
ominous than that.
difference. No, there is a small difference. Oh, that's what I didn't notice. Huh.
Is the entire school in this plane? Is it its own plane, or is it somewhere else?
Yes. This entire school. It's here. We moved
Oh.
it here. Bad back home.
Is there any way to access it here from the material plane? If we ever wanted to come here?
My school, but no.
Where was your home? Where was the school originally? What world?
Exandria.
Okay, okay. What city?
It actually does that in front of your face.
What city was it in or near
City.
at the time?
Coldheim.
Coldheim. Don't remember that one in the maps.
I roll-
Fordrum history check.
I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Argon, you may roll as well, and Corvus because you're well traveled.
Nope.
It's pretty interesting.
Argon.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying?
If anybody's got it, Argon's got it.
Yeah, it is correct. And Argon, you do in fact have it. North of Wildemount. Long time ago, before the Savalier Woods were left in the position that they are currently in, there used to be a lot more activity out here, specifically back during the Age of Arcanum in particular, which was at its end 800 or so years ago. And on the very cusp of the graying wildlands themselves, before you entered into the Rim Plains, which is right outside of Uthadern, there used to be a location called Coldheim. It was terrorized, as in like terraformed and like controlled by a large group of Goliaths out there that were honestly very progressive, but one day the entire city was destroyed and the academy that was there disappeared.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pass that on to everybody.
Oh, that.
Does Joy know anything about that area?
Joy, unfortunately, you are not from that area in particular.
Not from that particular area of the forest?
No. You
It's like a.
are you proficient in history?
Yes, I am. And I think if what we're talking about is correct, that's from where Joy is. You're talking about the part where the Empire meets Graying Wilds, right?
Oh,
The
right
big
here.
forest there?
It's outside of the Savalier Wood, up here.
Okay, it's outside of Savalier.
And you've never been north of the Savalier Woods.
No, okay, no.
Yeah,
Then-
it's up here. Like where the Savalier Wood moves into the Graying Wildlands outside of the
Yeah.
Rim Plains. Like
Okay.
I marked it on the map specifically. If you zoom all the way in, that's where it's at.
I just heard north of the Savalier Woods. I thought maybe the northern part of
okay.
the Savalier Woods.
Pretty
Just
far
like-
north.
Right outside of Fordrum's stomping grounds, Uthadern.
Yeah.
Is that where we're gonna end up when we leave here?
Is there an entrance to get back there, or
Enchants.
back to Kaldheim, or where it used to be?
No.
But-
Big Mini didn't like us. Destroyed everything. We saved the students.
Big.
And he
what?
like has a look of pride on his face. Big
Minor
horns.
illusion of a thing of a humanoid, bigger
Horns. He
Uh,
said
like a
horns.
gorilla.
Horns. And then
horns.
he
add
starts
horns.
he starts adding horns and shaping your minor illusion himself. Apparently is capable of magic still. And
okay.
minor illusion's what looks like a giant purple minotaur with yellow eyes and like flaky fur falling off of it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Does that look similar to that one Minotaur that you saw in an image a while ago in that dream? That was, what was it? Was it in Jorhas? and it was going through and it was attacking people.
Could I roll like a religion or like a
Ooh.
history? See?
I remember one of
Religion,
you,
yes.
somebody had a flash of a minotaur somewhere that was just ripping through people.
Yeah, when we were in the area, we were having all the bad dreams, and we were where the waters and that big bowl of water was there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but no,
the-
that's not what it looked like.
No, it looks nothing like him. You guys met him, I think. Or Jasper and Corvus met him? No, that's a different group. Yeah, no.
I just
that
remember
looked
someone
like
saw a giant ass minotaur. That was
a
just going
bulky,
ham.
wide minotaur who was being like captured by the Dwendalian Empire, and well, when
That
they
was the
forced him
one.
into a corner, he ripped them apart. No,
That was the
this
one.
one looks demonic in nature. Religion check. Anybody proficient in it? Joy 12. I'm so sorry. You have no idea.
Yeah, understandable.
I have 4 proficiencies and 3 of them are charisma based.
Yeah, I don't. I've got a +5 in religion, but it's not proficiency. It's just it.
Then you wouldn't even have a fighting chance. Sorry. Yeah, none of you know what it is. Yes, big meanie person became avatar of it and destroyed our city. So sad. We left. We saved the students. And he looks very proud of himself when he says that.
But you killed the professors.
Yes.
Oh.
After. Way after.
Why?
They didn't have vision. They were corrupting the students. Telling them that I'm evil. I'm not evil. I'm not morally good. But I try.
Do you
What
remember-
happened? Oh, go ahead.
Where did the students go?
That was my question.
Oh, huh. Bye-bye.
Did they leave or did they die?
Some.
So both.
Hmm.
Okay.
At the other professors died. I cursed them. Some students, and you're talking while walking, by the way, so like
Yep.
you are going down this corridor. Some students, they tried uprising against me, thinking I'm bad, I'm evil. I sent them here to die, and no, so I killed them. They tried to kill me and other students. I did not like that. Then the other students got scared and they wanted to leave. Then the other last professor took them.
The last professor? Which one would that be? Janice?
Yes. She's
Oh,
scary.
she's scary.
Hmm?
Any relation to Janet?
Janice.
Jenna?
Wait, are you saying
Hey,
it was
JJ.
Janet Janice?
Janice.
Is that the full name?
Hmm?
Was the first name
Oh,
Janet?
She left. She took them to different school, far away. Probably for best.
Probably.
I know it doesn't say it, but I'm not all there.
Uh-huh. No, you're perfectly
Don't
sane.
say.
Do you want help with that?
Hmm? No.
Okay.
So you're the only one here.
Wait, and big boy scratches the
Mhm.
shadow wolf.
No, not a tiny circle. It'd be a lot bigger.
Yes.
So
Is it I wonder if it's a variation of the Faithful Hound.
But which is the door that leads out here? And I'm just point to all the doors around us.
no. You die. I die. We all die. You die. We all die. Smelly. And it gets down to like the end of the hallway. Yes. Where you see another very large dome-shaped room in front of you, but there appears to be a little like floating dial against the arcane glyphs. Yes. Here.
What does the dial do?
Position.
Like astronomy kind of thing?
Astronomy. Yes.
Huh.
Read stars.
Use that to
Very
teleport based on the
good.
stars.
Very
Use the
good.
stars positioning.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
So, it goes over to the dial and like pulls against it, and it like opens up a small rift for you all to move into. Goes in.
I can see you. I care for occasionally do ascending too.
Send food. Hungry.
I can see if I can. I can do. Do you want ration? Pulls out ration. Pulls out
You
food.
pull it out. It like rips
Yeah.
into it. Try. No plants.
I will prestidigitation and like moisturize it. Rehydrate. There you go.
Squishy.
Mm-hmm. Nice and
I'll
squishy.
send ascending occasionally.
Goes in.
Yep.
Goes in.
Joe walks in, completely
Alright.
trusting him to do the right thing.
Now I can finally bring you all over to the other map.
Yay, we did it. Ominous, let's go.
Porter's
Oh, not
just
quite
still
yet.
eyeballing everybody like, are we fucking crazy?
Yep. So is he. That's why we're following him.
Jasper, hit him with a rock and let's get on with this.
Oh, okay, which one?
Which one?
The biggest rock you
Your
got.
third favorite rock.
Okay.
Don't
Third?
waste your most.
Wait, let me
of it, just
think.
the third.
Wait, not magenta. Come on, that's just rude.
Let me think. 1, 2, 3. That'd be the large piece of granite I have.
So,
I got a big old 5-pound piece of granite. It's a big old chunk.
go ahead and rotate around, everybody. As you all step out into this dome, it shuts behind you, and you look around at this large-looking tower with all of these offset rooms, and you kind of see him on the outside of the dome, like moving the dial from side to side. Where's yours goes?
We're in here.
Where are we going?
Yes.
That. I'm
I
just like
don't-
pointing at each of them. Which one leads out?
All.
Oh, good.
Oh, let's see. I'm
Well,
trying
which
to
one
think.
do we
He's
want to
800
choose, guys?
Okay, so he's 800 years old. If you go back in time, what's a good point 800 years ago?
I mean, there's 8 options, so which
Was
one do we
it-
choose?
We want somewhere in the Empire, but I'm trying to be the closest point to our...
Is there any symbology pointing to its different directions?
They got little
Roll me an
signs.
investigation.
They got plaques. Big brain.
I'm playing Break Brain Boy tonight.
Yep.
Berg.
At
See,
least
this
someone
is
is.
where you should be reading the book. Oh, fuck. So, as you begin walking around, the bottom middle one actually has a similar emblem on it, like in the stonework down below, that matches what you saw the attuning fork look like, which was the beautiful woman with the flowing hair that looked almost like water that shaped into a bowl and crescent underneath her. It's that same symbol that the attuning fork had on it.
Oh,
The attuning fork had a. I thought the attuning fork had a arch with 3 slashes through it.
That was the symbol on like the hook of it. And then remember on the other side, there was the emblem itself that had that image of the woman with the flowing hair.
I guess I don't remember that part.
It might have been the
Okay.
session you weren't here when they found and I gave that description. Or wait, no, you were here at the session. Yeah,
I never
don't know.
missed a session.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I gave the
Okay.
description. It has that. Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
there. Right there.
So is that where we want to go then?
Well, that'll if presumably it'll get us at least close to it.
It's good enough for me.
Are there any others, or is that the only one with the symbol?
That's the only one with that particular symbol. Now, the other ones have all of their own symbols on them.
Anything that strikes a memory?
Unfortunately, none that you would be capable of recognizing. Yeah.
Okay.
Has Hadesh had the same name for the last 1,000 years?
No, the entire
No.
empire has been renamed and rebranded. The entire empire.
Yeah, they're all about rebranding.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go. You go that room? That's one. Or you go to Exandria.
That's the one.
Where's
That's
you?
one.
Where do these other ones go?
Step in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
Are
All
there
of
some
you.
to each continent?
Is there that
All
many
of you step.
continents? Oh, everybody step into
I
it.
know there's at least Tal'Dorei as well. Oh wow!
So
that's
he
a
flips
lot.
a switch, and you see all of these multiple different landscapes appear inside of portals in those open rooms that you were previously looking at.
Oh,
So, yes.
Well, that's cool.
that's a lot.
The one down below apparently goes to Exandria.
Cool.
That one's shady. Shady.
Uh huh.
That one's Wilds.
Feywilds.
They each go to a different plane.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Uh-huh.
It's a nexus.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That one's Valhalla.
Oh.
Exandris? Exandris. Yeah, that one. Lots of water plane. That's his name.
Lots of water plane. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey.
Mm-hmm. Fire.
Oh. Good. So I'm assuming we want the Exandria one, right, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, but where?
Shit.
Do you know where Silvervale is?
So
the name of the forest.
thinking back from since I remembered where the original place was, the original town, can I think of any other towns that would have been close to where we were from that time frame? The names of any?
We might have to choose a
Un-
geographical location that hasn't
Yeah,
changed.
that's what I'm thinking. It's geographical because
Yes,
that's to be
and-
1,000 years back.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
So the issue with the Empire as a whole, you guys were like at the end of the Empire, but still in the Empire. The entire Empire has been rewritten multiple times based off of who's lived there, and you're an outsider. You would not know those things.
Yeah, we need to choose like a forest or a mountain that's been here since 800 years ago that has
So,
changed.
I'm gonna butcher this, but the Silvervale forest,
Savalier Wood.
Savalier. Why am I
That would
saying
take us up
Silvervale?
near Uthadern. Do we want to go up there?
Yes.
I mean, we kind of do. We do
This
have
is
this this hilt I have to fix still, and the sword that
It would bring
might
us
be very useful.
closer.
Were we going back to Fordrum's town to do that? Is that where we were going?
That is Uthadern.
If
Yeah,
y'all
Savalier
want to,
Wood.
that's up to you, though.
Up to you.
If we appear in there, we can even see the folks.
I'd prefer not to bring this to the family.
Well, we're not going to take it to Uthadern. Savalier Woods isn't that close.
Oh,
It's...
Sevelier Woods is fine.
I mean, it looks like it's probably.
But just so you know, we're really far away from where this skull is that he would like.
Correct.
So
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
we're
we'd have
going
to go-
for.
Well, we need to go there then.
Savali's Wood?
No.
Savali's
Savali's?
Wood?
So where
Savali's
were we
Wood.
when we
Bad.
teleported?
You guys were in Diastock.
Yeah,
down here.
he is stuck. Down all the way to the bottom.
So what's the closest geographical spot here?
Savalier Wood. Unless
Is it
any of you
Diastock?
had that still has the same name.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the issue. The entire empire has been rewritten multiple times.
Is there a mountain near Diastock?
What about
We
the
might know.
Menagerie Coast? Is that older? Or
It's
not?
definitely newer.
If any of you remember of a name of a location in the Menagerie Coast that has not changed for centuries, I would be impressed.
Okay.
But
Fair
no, I
enough.
told the players, Fordrum, Jasper, and Corvus have a fighting chance. Remember you guys had a little friend that you made out there, and unfortunately he had to leave the campaign?
Yeah.
Hold up. Menagerie. I'm trying to think who would be closest.
History check, the three of you.
There's the jungle. There's the Karaska jungle.
God
I know
damn.
that. Because that was where one of the entrances was to the ruins that we're trying to get to.
Jasper?
We're talking about where we met Ren, right? So
No. Well before
No.
Ren.
before Ren.
Oh, so close.
There's the Plum Groves. That's where we were outside of Phelan. But I don't know if that would be that's just more of a common name. I don't know if that'd be.
Who did you all meet at Port Zune?
Fordrum. In the prison.
No, that was
There was
in
somebody else.
Phelan.
No, you met Fordrum and Phelan. Port
Could have been
Zune.
Ren.
No, Port Zune was where you met the Goblin.
Yeah, it's. Oh, Rez. That's
Rex.
what- Rez.
Ren.
The monk. Little goblin monk boy.
Oh, that.
And he told you where he came from, which is a place that has been riddled with these situations for thousands of years.
Oh, yes, that's right. He came from, like, Jorhas, right?
Nope.
No, it was he wasn't Versglade. He was
Oh, it was the area to the. Would it be west?
yeah. Like
What was that place called? It was that giant place, giant forest,
guys
wilds.
give up?
there.
You
Looking
guys
at a
give up?
map. I have a map with Wildemount right
We do have a
behind me.
map of one. We could pull that out.
I can
Oh,
literally
I'm
just go
showing
to
the
my back
stream
wall.
right now. Yeah, I'm showing the stream right now where it is.
We must be.
I mean, I can tell you guys if you give up.
Wait a minute.
yep, I'm gonna give up.
Yep.
The Durali Woods. The Lushgut Forest was overran by a very putrid magic that almost decimated the entire population in that area, and all of the goblins and elves evacuated over to Durali Woods, where they've been trying to re-sanctify and fight back against the Lushgut Forest for over 1,000 years.
Yep, that's the one.
That's what Rez told you
Oh
all.
yeah.
So that is a closer place to Diastock, technically.
Yeah, that's
And
on
I'll
the other
put you
side of the Sirius
outside of
Mountains.
the Empire. But
Yeah.
depending on where you guys out of character want to go, if you want to go to the Durali Woods and then go to Diastock, which then you'll have to sneak into the Empire in order to keep doing your stuff, you could do that. Or you could go to Kaldheim up in the Graying Wildlands,
That's much further
but that's
away.
up to y'all.
Yeah, because the Lushka Forest is on the exact opposite side of the Sirius Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer to the Menagerie, but on the other side of the Menagerie from Nicodranas. Real far off to the other side.
It'd probably be easier for our party to go up north into the Grand Wilds and come into the Empire that way than it is to go from the Menagerie into the Empire.
Probably, given the current state of their interactions with the
While you
Tal'Dorei
all
War.
debate this, I think this is where we will end the session to give you guys some out of character time to figure it all out. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a